Hi parents, we're having a little award ceremony to celebrate all the successes of this year's cross-country season. I first want to thank you guys for all of your help with the races we put on. We had to put on 5 races this year, which is way more than usual. All the help with the timing, the course, watching the roads. It went really smoothly. Also, I'm really proud of our team. The combined record for the team this year was 24-8. That's a testament to our kids committing over the summer more than the other teams, and also you guys just supporting Coach Messenger and I and everything we're trying to do with the program. I appreciate the Booster Club still doing some fundraisers this year, even under the circumstances, helping pay for the kids' shirts and bags. Hopefully some overnight trips in the future and things like that if we can get back to normal here. And I'd like to thank Heidi Long for still being super involved with taking pictures and helping out with everything. And most importantly, this celebration is about thanking the athletes for their commitment to our program. And I'm really excited about the future of the program, but also everything we accomplished this year. And so we'd like to hand out some awards to show them our gratitude for everything they did for them. So what we're going to start with is the varsity letters and pins. It's a pretty big deal to get your first varsity letter. At high school, you just get 1 varsity letter, and then after that you get pins to recognize all the other years of service for the athletic teams. So for example, the freshmen that got varsity letters this year, they'll get a letter and the cross-country pin. But in track, if they get a varsity letter, they'll just get the track pin to go on that varsity letter. So we have 3 people that are getting their first varsity letter, and I think they're all freshmen. Yep. And so this is a pretty big accomplishment for freshmen to come in, meet those times right away, and all 3 of these people impacted our teams in a big way as freshmen. So the first person to get a varsity letter and the cross-country pin is Haley Bale. Great season, Haley. The next freshman to get the letter and the pin is Fabian Forspring. And then the third one is Taven Kornikoski. And then the other people that hit the times for high school to get the varsity letter will just receive a cross-country pin or an XC pin because they've already received the varsity letter in the past. The first one is Taya Bailey, who's not here. Next is Lexi Hasbrook. Next is Mallory Jakewith, who is not quite here yet. She'll be here in a little bit. Next is Callista Linden. Yeah! And Hannah Smirka. Alexa Turbin.
Good work, Alexa.
Nice support. Stephen Brady.
Let's go, Steven!
Dustin Seth.
Yeah.
Good, Anna.
And Chase Suhar. Okay, the athletes that didn't hit the varsity times but were JV runners for us were Taylor Moats, Will Boucher, Tony Kerr, Carter Linden, Carson Meredith, and Jamin Willis. And one thing I want to say about that group is a lot of those boys were very close. So again, if we come back and train hard next year, the amount of depth we're going to have is going to be phenomenal on that boys team. We also have pins for the captains. The captains this year, they can come up together did a great job of setting a good example, showing what us coaches wanted done. So the captains were Hannah Smirka and Dustin Seth. You guys can come up.
Good job, Dustin.
I'll be the captain next year, right?
Okay, and then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go through the specific awards that we go through each time. We'll start with middle school, and I don't know if some of the kids aren't here, but we'll get these awards to them. So the 3 awards we give for middle school are Rookie of the Year for both boys and girls, Most Improved Runner, and Most Valuable Runner. And we'll start with Rookie of the Year. On the guys' side, the Rookie of the Year was Brandon Jackson. Not here, right? Brandon had a really good 7th grade season, and we're looking forward to seeing what he can do in the future. And on the girls' side, someone who really came on strong at the end of the year and risked and went for it, and we were so proud of that, Shay Linden. Good job, Shay. And then for the middle school most improved runner, you know, one thing, almost all of you improved from year to year and from the beginning of the season to the end. But Coach Messenger and I really try to look at it's a total combination of running performance, attitude, maturity, just people that definitely became better runners and people in general. And for the boys middle school, it was Rue Hellier. And for the girls, someone who probably wishes the season would end without so much injury, but someone who, if we looked at the times throughout the year, was considerably better on every course this year than last, Sydney Woods. Good job, Sid. And then the toughest decision for us as coaches, and this is a great problem to have, is there were 2 middle school boys that both could have been the most valuable runner. I believe we ran 9 middle school races this year, and 8 of those races were won by either Isaiah or Zach. And so that is awesome. Usually we're happy if we have a couple victories here and there. We won all but 1 race for the middle school boys. And so it was a tough decision to make, but we went with the person who had the most wins and the person who really was working really hard at the end of the year every day at practice, and we were impressed by that. So the most valuable runner for the middle school boys, Zach Turbin. Zach had wins at Seneca, home versus Northeast, home versus Harbor Creek, home versus Seneca, and at Northeast this year. So that was a great season. And Isaiah had 3 wins as well, at Harbor Creek, at Union City, and home versus Union City. So dominating fashion for our middle school boys this year. On the girls' side, the most valuable runner, unfortunately, is unable to be here, but she came in and won, I believe, her first 5 races, maybe it was, 4 or 5. Rachel Motes is the most valuable runner for the middle school girls. Okay, and then on to the high school awards. The 4 awards we give for high school are Leadership Award, Coaches Award, Most Improved Runner, and Most Valuable Runner. We're going to start with the Leadership Award. This is typically people who set a great example on a daily basis. They have a positive attitude, they work hard, and they make our life easier because they set a good example for everyone else who's coming up. On the girls' side, the Leadership Award goes to Callista Linden. And on the boys' side, this will be one of the tough ones for me to have to see graduate because of how hard he's worked and how much time he's put in. But someone who set a great example, especially over the summer, Dustin Seth.
Nice job, Dustin.
Good job, Dustin.
I appreciate it. Really paid off. All in the caps, Dustin. All in the
All right, next is the Coaches Award. We used to do most consistent runner, but the kids didn't like being called most consistent because it meant they never were getting better. So we call it Coaches Award now. So these are people that work really hard. They're really easy to coach, and they just have that go-get-it attitude. For the girls, the Coaches Award is Haley Bale. And for the boys, this was an easy one for me to pick because this is someone who put in over 400 miles over the summer and unfortunately dealt with an injury the whole year. And if any of you ever have to deal with an injury, it's really tough to have to watch your whole team run over and over when you can't do it. And Jamin, not only did he come watch, he helped at every meet. He did everything he could to come to as many practices as he could. And unfortunately, he's not feeling well and can't be here. But the Coaches Award for the boys was Jamin Willis. Then the most improved runner. Like I said, almost everyone improves, but someone who I think has matured more and more every year and become a better runner each and every year from the time I've known this person, and someone who finished the year is probably one of the most important races for us at districts, Alexa Turbin, most improved runner. And on the boys' side, we don't like giving the same award year after year, but this person came to both of our minds when we talked about most improved runner. Does anyone remember who was most improved last year? Taven was for middle school, our high school most improved runner. Taven. I guarantee it won't happen next year though, because we're going to expect
18.
17. Let's go 17.
17.
Call it now. Good job, Taven. And then the most valuable runners for our high school teams, we had the same boy and girl pretty much in the front almost every race. I think there was one maybe that it wasn't. You know, Hannah's season's more than a most valuable runner season. Having a third place finish at districts is so big for our program to have someone up there. And even more, having someone finish 12th in the state. For those of you that don't know, Mr. Daniels did some research, and I think it might be the 4th highest finish by a Corry athlete at the state meet ever. And we've had a team for over 50 years. So this was a very special season. I'm excited to see how well she does in track and how she does at the college level because she's planning on going on. But the most valuable runner for the girls was Hannah Smirka. And for those of you that haven't seen her medal, the medals you get at state are pretty nice. So some of you need to work toward that. And then on the boys' side, someone who got a couple victories and led us, even though he's still kind of part-time, Stephen Brady.
Let's go, Steven!
Good job, Stephen. Okay, I think that's all we have for those of you watching or at the Friendsgiving. We wish we could be there, and thanks for all your support in the great season.